here at Pomegranate in Brooklyn, New York, the place where I'm going to show you the healthiest foods to get this Passover. So, so we're going to start at the Passover aisle. So the first thing you see are these canned food items. So what are they? There's tuna here. That's something good for you to have. I'm trying to find the best. Well, the chunk's light in water. Definitely don't get oil. You don't need that extra fat. And the light tuna has less mercury if you like that. What was interesting is they have pink salmon and it's wild caught. So when it's wild, that means it's fresher, meaning that there's higher omegas in it and it's less processed. So you do have to be careful with the sodium from canned foods, but these are a good choice to have. Okay, so if you move down a little further, you see the sardines. And I know they just have a bad rap to them because maybe they're smelly, but sardines have, when it's with the bones, so these with the bones, and salt added. You want to get no salt added. But sardines with the bones are high in vitamin D, which is very hard to get from foods. All these bats mashed potatoes, you're much better off doing it on your own with classic potato and the skin, so you have the fiber in it also. Anything boxed and processed has much more sodium and loses a lot of the nutrients. The same thing goes for the matzo ball mixes. You could really make matzo balls very easily on your own with just matzo meal. So I would mix all these, even though they do have the whole wheat. It's more for marketing than anything, because if you just go across here, you'll see the regular whole wheat matzo meal that you could easily make matzo balls from, and then it's fresher, less processed, and chances are less sodium. So actually this matzo meal I would get as opposed to an 18-minute matzo meal. Whenever you see it shorten the time and things like that, that means it's just even more processed to be quicker for you, and you just want to be as fresh as possible. Okay, so again we have the whole wheat matzah farfel, which is good. You could actually make more of like a macaroni and cheese with that, with like a mozzarella cheese and some milk instead of using noodles. So if you just continue further down, we have the nuts, which are always a good healthy choice. They're high in the omega-3s, like for example walnuts, and they're a great snack to keep you full in between the meals. They're very high in fiber. I'm going to skip over all this dessert, but of course whenever you go chocolate, go dark chocolate. It's more antioxidants and less sugar. The oils, again, you always want to do like an olive oil extra virgin, 100% extra virgin. Don't fall for the marketing. I tell people all the time of the 100% extra light olive oil. That means nothing for health. It means literally light in color. See the difference? The difference in color, not the difference in nutrients. This is a much better choice for your health. I just want to point one more thing out about why I chose to come to Pomegranate. They have fresh marinara sauce, amongst other sauces, but the marinara, it says there's only the tomatoes, onions, extra virgin olive oil, basil, salt, black pepper. I would totally opt for this over any of these more processed ones for their sauces, but this is the extent I would go for their sauces, and then we get the vodka sauce and it's just way too many calories. Okay, and just our last stop, of portion, which is gorgeous here. That really should be your first step when you go into a supermarket. You should do the outer of the supermarket first because it's usually fresher, but they're all kosher for Passover, so stock up on these for sure. Thank you and happy Passover.